Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. There is no question today's game could be defined by the passing game. The Raiders are top 10 in pass yards, going up against the Colts secondary that could be in for a long day.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Oakland Raiders. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that. Because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet, you still have to be physical. And that's what they did on the first play.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They run. It's Oliver. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here we go. They'll send a big tight end in motion right. They go again with Oliver. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They're going to look to throw. And he finds Daniels. A good pick up there of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
And he coughed it up. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Opening drive fumble and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Dante Moncrief, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down, just 1 yard to go. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Going up top. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dominic Easley able to drop him for a loss of 4. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Over.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception. And he motions the wide receiver. On the run, it's Oliver. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Raider first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, but that led to a really nice game.
A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Now let's go. All right, now look at 56. Look at, all right, now look at 56. Look at 56. All right, now look at 56.
Here's a carry for Oliver. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
The Raiders on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
No, check, Patriot.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Let's go. No, check, Patriot.
They run it here with Oliver. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts coming out now. They run the counter now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. Going deep for Moncrief. And that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for Indy. 43 yards. And they give this time to the tailback. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best thing that ever happened to Mario Edwards Jr., in my estimation, was moving from defensive end into defensive tackle.
Why is that?
I think he had such good size, but his quickness now is overwhelming when he works inside against guards and centers. And that allows him to make plays as one we just saw there, getting into the backfield and getting a tackle for the loss.
Off of play action, Luck. Flushed out right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Luck. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
This is taken at the 3. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. God! No. Check. Patriot.
Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Back to throw here. And Daniels has it, left side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a big collision collision there as he winds up flat on his back. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. He'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Watch left. Watch left. Here we go now. Watch it now. All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. On third down, it's Oliver, and he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a second down. Back to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And the Raiders have got him. Mario Edwards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. Play action. It's Locke. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw. Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. A shotgun snap for Locke. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Daniels. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. The tight end in motion right. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd down following the run.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Mario Edwards getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Mario Edwards in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. They'll fake it. Now Locke. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And to give this time to the tailback. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Levante David coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. Looking the Colts, looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Luck. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. To throw on 2nd down is Luck. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Luck now to throw.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Luck. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mario Edwards in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. It's brought in left side by Tate. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. And the D looking like they may blitz. Now Luck on 3rd and goal. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out, and the Raiders pick it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
And he knocks it through. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So it'll be first down here after the run.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight here right.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing his line. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
On third down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was third and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the first down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a first down.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
All right, here we go. Back Here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And now running right through it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Let's go. 319. Here we go. 319.
They run the counter now on first down. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Pick it up. All right, now look at 56. Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
All right, here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who.
And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
One last throw here for Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Raiders, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.